Just one simple more question on the EC2 instance. So can we change the private IP address of the running EC2 instance?
Private IP of the running instance cannot you cannot do it.
Can you change it after stopping the instance?
No, you cannot do it because it is configured to VPC. Like VPC will give you the private address, so you cannot do it.
Okay, so if I have to assign a permanent public IP address to my server, so is there any way to assign that?
Yeah, you can have the elastic IP into the place. You can sign it to this so that when it turn off and turn on, the IP remains the same.
Okay. So now just suppose that I have an application, correct? Which is deployed on the EC2 instance, you can say. And I have to do the routing like on this particular website, you can think of like chaitanya.com, and I have to do like after the chaitanya.com, if I'm pointing to slash profile, Chaitanya's profile should look there, correct? If I am doing
Hmm.
slash order or slash code, it can be your e-commerce application. So which kind of setup you can do for this? Or like which kind
So
of
like
AWS
yeah,
EC2
so
services
like
you will use?
yeah, you can have the ALB into the picture where path it will provide the path based routing where it will point the path like suppose slash Chaitanya so slash admin is there. You can point out to that endpoint, and if the slash something is like slash Manish is there, it will point based on the path based routing in ALB. You can configure those things.
Okay, have you worked with the Lambda function as well?
Lambda functions current projects I'm working, but I'm learning like I'm going depth into Python. So yeah,
Okay, so what are the backend services for the Lambda function?
backend for functions for I'm not that much expertise into that.
Okay, no issue. So, have you worked with the secret manager as well, the AWS secret manager?
Yeah, SSM, yeah.
So, if I have to store any credential, correct? I have deployed one application on Kubernetes, you can say AKS.
Mm,
I have to
mm.
store some credentials. So, in which scenario I should use the AWS secret manager or the Kubernetes secret?
So generally in our project, like we use SSM only for storing these Kubernetes secrets. We don't store on our local. So like yeah, CSN driver, which is responsible for like to store the secrets and the Kubernetes like secrets.
Mhm.
Like you can point to the environment variables and you can call that environment variables whenever required in the your cluster.
Okay. Let's move towards the Docker. Have you worked with the Docker as well?
Yeah.
Can we delete the image out of which my container is running?
No, like this because the container is like live. See, container is live out of image. You will make when you run a container, the image will get live. So you cannot delete the image when the container is running.
Is there any way to delete or we cannot delete?
Yeah, we can. You can delete. See, force delete kind of thing you can apply.
Okay, so if you delete the image and your container was running, so will it be continue to running or it will get deleted?
No, it will be stopped. It will be deleted. It will be
Okay,
deleted.
so the moment you will delete the image, your container will be like,
Container will.
yeah, it
Yes,
will stop running.
it
That's
will
what
be
you're saying.
stopped running. The here
Okay, generally it does not
because
happen.
all yeah. What?
Your container keeps running, even though your image is deleted forcefully. But yeah, once
Okay.
you stop the container in between, it will not be live again because your image is no more, correct? So
Okay. Like
yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's the way. So what do you understand by this mutability and immutability in Docker? Like while you are pushing your images to the ECR, correct? ECR or any of the registry. So
Hmm.
what is the immutability or mutability?
Immutability. I'm not aware of this. Like maybe I have heard, but I I have not like this is the correct answer. I don't. I'm not much like immutability and immutable things. I have been on the Terraform side, but in the Docker, I'm hearing for the first time.
Yeah, the words are similar wherever you might have used. The words are similar. The meaning is similar. The mutable and
Mm.
immutable. Yeah. Okay, no issue. So, what are the different types of networking which are available in the Docker, and which one is the default one?
Okay. So like, see, I'm not aware of all networkings which the Docker consists of,
Mm-hmm.
but generally, like Docker uses the bridge network to communicate between these containers, kind of thing. Yeah, so like bridge network is responsible for those communication which happens between the containers or these things. Yeah, other networking, I'm not aware of that.
Okay. So now I have one application which is running on the EKS. It's deployed on the EKS, correct? And I have to expose this application to the outer world, to the internet, you can say. So what kind of all setup you will do and what all AWS services will you include and how your deployment will happen on this Kubernetes side? Like what all components are you going to use?
So like mostly the you can say like the load balancer. So see when generally in our projects like we use the like ingress load balancer where so to deploy the services where we have the multiple domains which is configured in the YAML ingress resources file where it will when we apply that YAML file it will create a network load balancer in the AWS cloud. So like we can have that like we can configure that into Route 53 services and we can expose the services like the traffic which is driving like it is coming into the cluster first it would touch the ingress load balancer then it will be diverted to the services and from the services it is diverted to the deployment files where your containers or pods are running.
Okay. What are the different types of services which are available?
In Kubernetes.
Yes.
In Kubernetes, we have four services, you can say cluster IP, load balancer, like the load balancer or node group,
Okay.
and the headless services.
Okay. So I have two pods which are running in the different namespaces. You can say the test namespace and the dev namespace, correct? And I have to establish